There's a saying within our culture that actions speak louder than words. And I think if you want to understand people a little bit better, there's a layer deeper than actions speak louder than words that's worth looking at. And it's what's driving those actions. And it's actually pretty simplistic in my opinion, and it's a combination of what we value as well as what it is that we end up doing to satisfy our emotions. And when we're looking at people's behavior, including our own, it can be very easy to fall into the trap of assuming that people are acting in service of their values as opposed to in service of their emotions. And so we'll see their values coming out, say in a good relationship where they're doing all these nice things for us. And then maybe if it's someone who's not very good at acting in service of their values, when they get angrier and angrier, depending on how good they are at acting in service of their values and being there with their emotions as opposed to bottling them up. Little mousy. Heard? Perfect.
Thanks.
Thank you. And you might have that same partner start to do a bunch of very mean things, and you might think they don't value you anymore, and to some degree, they don't value you enough, at least not for themselves, to take in the emotion and still treat you the way they want to treat you. It is one thing to want to do something hurtful to a partner. It is a whole other thing to then act on it. The emotion itself is where that want comes from. You having the thought, I want to do X, Y, Z, is an emotion trying to communicate with you, the host, what the emotion feels like. And it's not necessarily that you truly want to do whatever it is that these words are being brought to you as. You know, this is just the body's best way, the mind's best way, with the language that you currently have in this very given moment, to try and put into words how the emotions you're feeling feel. And then people do or don't act on these emotions. And so what happens is some people become very confused in some of these relationships in which sometimes they're treated the way they're supposed to be treated, as they're valued, and sometimes they're treated poorly because the emotions, and then when they're treated well again, they're confused, going, well, why did you start treating me well again? I thought you didn't care about me. When the whole time, they did care. They never stopped caring. They just started acting in service of their emotions, and in all honesty, there's no way to tell that they weren't always acting in service of their emotions. It could be that the only reason they were treating you well was because they felt love for you. And when they feel love for you, they treat you well. And when they don't, they treat you poorly. And that could simply be all you need to hear in understanding this chaotic partner who one minute seems to want to be with you, and the next they're trying to dart away or doing things to deliberately hurt you. And with this information, may you navigate this realm a little bit more detached and a little bit more here and capable of understanding what's going on.